Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. It is Sunday, and so we are asking for an immediate message or something that you need to hear about right now, and we're going to then follow through and check in on the week ahead. Beautiful souls, before I continue, I'm going to draw runes and charms as well. Before I continue, I just wish to say a huge thank you to you all for your love and the light you've been sending to me because of my mum's passing. Thank you. I have felt so much love flooding in from you. And yes, of course, thank you. You have all been so lovely. I will take time out if I need it, as long as I am feeling really, really okay. These things come in waves. Her passing was not unexpected, and it was very peaceful and so gentle, and so I have been sitting in a space of profound gratitude alongside tuning in with her as well. So for me, I am really okay. If I find that I am not, I will absolutely take time away. Thank you so much for your love and your support and your care, all of you. You are just wonderful. Such a demonstration of what an amazing community. You know, we are a family here, an online family, and thank you so, so much, all of you. So beautiful, beautiful souls. Let me show you the 3 cards that we have for our 3 piles, and we will draw a rune and a charm for each as well. So pile 1, we have grab your monster by the tail. This is for pile 1. These are going to be interesting, aren't they? Really, really interesting. I love these cards. Pile 2, indulge the whimsy. This is pile 2. And pile 3, you have learn from the bees. Okay, so these are our 3 piles today. Let's now draw a charm and a rune. Let me just get my counters out. I use these just so you can see the charms a bit more clearly when we put them out for you. So, okay, that should be about right. Let's draw a rune for pile 1. You have the rune of manners, the self. So that's pile 1. And you have a hand. And it says, handmade, written on it. Beautiful. Handmade and manners, the rune of the self. Grab your monster by the tail. Okay, pile 2. Oh, you've got 2 runes coming through. You have Gibo, this is the rune of partnership, or indeed sometimes it simply indicates a gift. We then also have the rune of flow. This is Lagos. Okay, and your charm. Oh, you've got 2 charms as well. You've got a unicorn, and what is the other one? Oh, and you've got a fairy. Wow. Okay, look at the fairy sitting there. Wow. This is just, yeah, the energy is going to be just exciting. Well, interesting. Indulge the whimsy. Let's find out. Who knows what's going to come through in our readings. Okay, and pile 3, you have 2 runes as well. You have Isa, the rune of standstill or ice. And you also have the rune of strength, Uras. And what do we have here? You have 1 charm. You have the turtle. It is a turtle, I think, rather than a tortoise. This is a turtle looking at its feet. There you have the turtle. And that is with learn from the bees. Oh no, you do have 2 charms. Look at this, there's an extra one just tucked into my glove. Wow, you have a little Venus star as well. Okay, wow. 2 runes, 2 charms. So, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, beautiful souls. Trust trust that gut feeling, trust your intuition. If any of the runes, the charms, the cards are really kind of reaching out to you or resonating with you, that's almost going to be, certainly going to be the one for you. If you find that there is more than one speaking, it may be that there's more than one message. Sometimes that really can happen. Beautiful souls, I'm going to leave the video running for a few moments longer. Take as long as you need. And if you need even longer, press the pause button. And I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have Grab Your Monster by the Tail. You also have Handmade and Manas, the rune of the self. This is a pretty interesting combo, actually. Let's draw more cards before we say any more. And we're asking for an immediate message for you. And we will, of course, look at the week ahead. Okay, so we have some oracle cards. I'm going to draw from the Akashic Tarot, actually, and then use a different tarot pack as well. Okay, I'm seeing this one for you. And let's draw your tarot cards too. I have some extra oracle cards as well. I will see whether we need them or not. We'll go with the flow. I'm seeing this one, this one, this one. We can always draw more. Beautiful souls, let's see what you have, my lovely pile 1. You have 10th house authority. Oh, this is you really stepping up and taking charge of something. Goodness me. We have Gemini, cross-pollinate. Your affirmation: I trust the timing of my life. Everything I want comes to me exactly when I need it. Okay. We also have the 7 of Forces balance. I'm going to show you what that looks like in the upright position. But it came out in reverse. Ah, okay. Right. Right. We have the chess game. Okay, and this is in the upright position. And then we have the 6 of Forces. We have the waterfall card, and that came out in reverse. Okay, let's just get your cards spread out. Your affirmation: I trust the timing of my life. Everything I want comes to me exactly when I need it. And then we have Queen of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, Maiden of Pentacles, which I think is the page. Let me just move these along. Oh, that's good. Lovely. Lovely. So that's the Page of Pentacles. I think we've got room for one more. Let's draw another card for you. Yeah, there it is. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wonderful. That in itself just feels like a big affirmation of something here. Okay. Okay, I think that's kind of everything in sight. Wonderful. So I'm going to read to you, I think, about your significator card, because these are really beautiful cards and there's so much wisdom in these cards. Beautiful souls, I always list the cards below if you want to find out what they are. So grab your monster by the tail. A famous poet once said, perhaps all the dragons in our lives are princesses who are only waiting to see us act just once with beauty and courage. Perhaps everything that frightens us in its deepest essence is something helpless that wants our love. It is time to grab your monster by the tail. So many of us sweep our fears under the rug where they'll be less threatening, less likely to disrupt our comfort. This moment challenges you to stand in your power and confront what seems overwhelming, intimidating, or downright scary. Crisis is the companion of opportunity. Look beyond the surface of your fear to the gifts hiding in the deep. So you're being asked to step up. It's the same with the 10th house, like climb that mountain. Don't feel that it's insurmountable. Gemini, cross-pollinate. I think there may be help around you. We've got bees and like they're worker bees here. And, you know, the 8 of Pentacles is a card that says we can work through something. We can process it. I think, my beautiful souls, something around you has actually knocked you off balance, which is why balance is in reverse. And it's almost as if it's knocked you off balance and it's blocked your flow, with the waterfall being in reverse as well. Now, with the chess game, really interesting. We've got the 3 of Keys, the chess game upright, sitting between the waterfall, kind of showing that you've kind of maybe emotionally as well been knocked off balance. The chess game, I think, is indicating like 2 messages coming through. One is that it's asking you to be strategic about how you approach something. You know, trust the timing of your life. Everything I want comes to me exactly when I need it. So at the moment, I think there is something that feels like it is a bit of a monster. There's something that is fearful or scary, or it could be someone, because sometimes the chess game also indicates a game player. You know, somebody who's really very manipulative, or a situation that's being manipulated. And what we see here, I would also say, if this isn't resonating with you, my beautiful souls, you might want to, if it's not resonating with you, this might not be the right reading for you. You might want to check out another, because this is really suggesting that there is something going on that has genuinely knocked you off balance. What your reading is also asking you to do is to step into your own power and not be, you know, grab the monster by the tail, not be fazed by it, not be emotionally knocked over by this. I mean, I can see that maybe it's feeling a bit prickly. We've got a cactus here. And okay, fascinating, the imagery on our beautiful cards here. You know, the 7 of Pentacles. Also, it's very interesting because the 7 of Pentacles, the essence and energy of it actually asks us to really think about where we choose to invest our energy. You know, do we buy into something or not? The 5 of Cups is a card where we're seeing, with this crow, I feel that, again, it's something you can be tangled in, or alternatively, you could untangle yourself. I think everything in your reading is saying, be detached, stand back. The Page of Pentacles, the Maiden of Pentacles, is a card of such promise. And the Wheel of Fortune is sort of telling us that you can turn this around. And the Queen of Cups too. I think you can turn it around with compassion as well. I think even if someone is game playing, drawing you in, somebody who maybe is a bit, I feel like with the Ace of Swords, it looks like a dagger. Yeah, I think there's a situation around you that feels like it's somebody's trying to manipulate it, or trying to, you know, however it is, understanding that it's kind of like you can't change what other people do, but you can choose what you do in response to it. Choosing how you navigate this, navigating with empowerment, you know, handmade, choosing how you handle the situation. I think that's really, really relevant to this reading. This is your initial message, is really sort of acknowledging the situation. So if you've got a gut feeling that something is going on that's being manipulated, then this is acknowledging that your gut feeling is correct. What it's also saying is collaborate. I think there's help available around you. When I saw this Maiden of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, I just almost saw the image of the Star card. Quite a few star cards in quite a few tarot packs have somebody sitting just like this. It's like you can actually turn this around. Even if you don't know, it's quite interesting. Our Wheel of Fortune, can you see she's blindfolded? I think even if you can't see exactly what's going on, do you know the first and most important message is really trust your gut feeling. You're right. You are right. But this is calling you to step up into your power. Don't be drawn in emotionally. Get yourself back in balance. You can turn this around, even if you can't see it. I think possibly you don't have to even engage directly with this, with the Queen of Cups. I think you can turn this around just by processing it in a particular way, and by getting help. Cross-pollination, you're not meant to be doing this on your own. There's definitely help available. There'll be other people you can communicate with about this. I'm going to ask how the week is panning out. I'd like to know much more about this, or try and get a lot more detail about how you handle this. Your first message is don't be disempowered, and don't invest or buy into this in any way, shape or form. Don't be tangled in it. You can turn this around. Don't dive in and get prickled. Just, choose to sort of to flower above the prickles, really. Let's find out. Also, that primary message coming through so clearly, when something like this happens, on a level of soul, it's teaching you that you're more. There is a lesson for you to be empowered, not held back by something anymore. It's happening with purpose, and the purpose is your own empowerment. Let's ask more information. How's the week panning out? We have the Judgment card. Okay, now sometimes this can mean judgment. Someone's being judged. We have the World. Wowzer. Gosh, which would suggest this could come to a completion quite quickly. Okay, we have Six of Pentacles, which is a card of great generosity. Lovely. We have the High Priestess. Wow. Look at that lovely energy. Very interesting, because you've got Gemini, the twins, cross-pollinate, and you've got the High Priestess, but also showing you a very Gemini-looking image with two people here. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, this is lovely. Right. Beautiful souls, whatever the situation is, you can turn it around this week. You'll be able to navigate this. I think many hands make light work, I'm seeing with the Six of Pentacles. I think with the Gemini imagery here, I want to say call in a team, put together a team. I think you're not meant to navigate this alone. There will be people around you that you can call on. There will be people who understand the nature of what's going on. Many hands, even in our Wheel of Fortune, look how many hands she has. It's amazing. It's amazing. So the advice and the guidance coming through today is actually really clear. Detach from the situation emotionally, especially with the waterfall in reverse. Detach from the situation emotionally. Look, many hands, handmade, many hands make light work. Don't try to look too inwards with this. Manas, the rune of the self, is actually like the rune of joy, which is like a P shape, and you split it down the middle, and it's like two sets of joy looking at each other. I think there's a really positive outcome to come from here. So I think whatever's going on, there are definitely people you can call upon to connect with, to cross-pollinate with, to collaborate with. I think it's really helpful to see this situation from sort of all sides, or from, you could even say, from both sides. And this is where observing with compassion comes in here. Just recognize the Queen of Cups is so compassionate. She is so emotionally aware. Again, we've got quite a Gemini image here with two people. Understand, that there's a shadow side. Everyone has a shadow side. Whoever is behaving badly, I think you are the grounding. You're the anchor point. You're the light that can transform this. You're the one that can, offer those nuggets of support that can turn this around. I'm going to ask for more advice and guidance. I'd love to get a bit more for you. I feel that this can be turned around, though, this week. This is your primary message, and the week ahead. This can turn around. Judgment can indicate that somebody is being judged. You could be being judged, or you could even judge. But in a way, the judgment is about assessment. And we have Pluto. This is a card of rebirth. And we're seeing almost like an eclipse kind of image where, you know, you can see the light coming through. So even if your emotions have eclipsed the situation, or someone has eclipsed something and made you feel bad and it's knocked you off balance, just step up, not down. Honestly, you can turn this around really easily. Let's get more information. Could we have more guidance? Any specific guidance, please, for pile 1? Look at this, 4 of Pentacles. Don't bear a grudge. The 4 of Pentacles asks us not to cling to something. Yeah, don't bear a grudge. Honestly, just work through it. Be steady, be consistent. 7 of Swords, be tactful about the way that you deal with this. Really, really helpful. Just a bit of tact and diplomacy. Be thoughtful, be mindful. Can we kindly have any more specific advice, please? We have the Sun. Wow. And look at the hands coming in again. Wow. Yeah, many hands make light work. I think this is one of those, a problem shared is a problem aired, and, well, no, a problem aired is a problem shared. However you work it. It's that saying. Yeah, I think there's help available for you, and you're being advised to access that. It's almost like some of you might literally create a team. Knight of Cups. Wonderful. Wonderful energy. The Knight of Cups is a lovely, lovely, forward-flowing, emotionally supportive energy. It's loving, a little bit romanticized, but I feel with the romantic energy, this is indicating a happy ending. You know, almost like that romanticized happy ending, you know, like you know, and they sail off into the sunset and live happily ever after. I think you'll get a happy ever after ending here. I think many hands makes light work. You can actually deal with this. You can navigate this, and I think it can be done during this week. I think with, you know, with the World card, I think really you can do this. This is genuinely possible. Yeah, this can be sorted with Saturn energy in the World card. You know, this, a proper, constructive, valuable outcome can be created. So, beautiful souls, if your buttons have been pressed, they're your buttons, remember that. Truly, this is an incredibly positive reading that is all about personal empowerment. You can turn this around, you can get yourself back into balance, even if you can't see the outcome. Just envisage the energy of a happily ever after outcome, because that's what we're seeing coming here. I think this is really going to come through in a really good way. So rather than anticipating the worst, anticipate the best. I kind of want to say expect a miracle. Beautiful, beautiful pile 1. If this is resonating with you, do give us the thumbs up. And if you want to make sure you never miss a reading, do please subscribe and press the little bell icon. I am truly honoured to be reading for you. It really is really wonderful. As you know, we are an amazing community, and thank you all once again to those of you who have been so supportive of me. And yes, I promise I am looking after myself, and I will be if I need to step away, I will do so, and I'll keep you posted if that happens. Beautiful souls, tons of love. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Let's find out what your immediate message is. You have indulged the whimsy. In a minute, I'm going to read to you from this book. I love that you got the unicorn and the fairy. And she's even carrying something like I don't know whether it's like a gift or a nut, or there's something that she's carrying. In fact, on the other side, yeah, if you look on the other side, it does look like she's carrying a ball of something. I wonder whether or maybe that there is a gift to be given to you, something that you can play with, or maybe you need to just go with the flow and play, you know, I don't know, work less, play more, I don't know. Let's find out. Let's get some more information. What is the immediate message that my beautiful pile twos need to hear right now? We'll get an affirmation card for you as well. And we're going to draw from the Akashic Tarot as well as another tarot pack too. May we kindly ask, I'm seeing these two, and actually it's this one that's really leaping out at me today for you. I'm going to draw your tarot cards as well. Let's see what else we have here. I'm seeing these, and I'm going to go with all of those. Okay. We have the sign of Cancer, immerse. How interesting when you've got the beautiful water energy here, and go with the flow, Lagos. You have 8th house mystery. And then, oh, look at this. We've got a unicorn. Wow. Creative energy surges through me and leads me to new and brilliant ideas. Indulge the whimsy. This is about being playful. It's about being creative. Wow. Let's see what else we have. You have the Queen of Scrolls. Now she's in reverse. You have 2 worlds. This is very, very, very interesting. Okay, in the upright position. Now this is fascinating in this position because in the background through this window, this is a monastery. And what this card says is that in a previous life, you have you weren't able to have like your spiritual pathway and your kind of your home, your family life, because in, you know, hundreds of years ago, maybe even thousands of years ago, to be a priest or a shaman, or, you know, to be somebody who was dedicated to their spiritual work, you had to sort of be 100% dedicated. You couldn't marry, have children, or have a family. And this is actually saying you can have both. And you've got diversity as well, which is also in reverse. Now this diversity card shows someone waiting for something, okay? I think the timing is now because it's in reverse. And I'm just going to move your cards along a little bit so we can get these all in a row here. I think that's cool, we can do that. Yeah, super good. Okay, pile 2. I'm going to say now is the moment. Now is the moment for you to almost like have, I want to say have your cake and eat it. And I think this is about something creative. It's like a creative idea or a creative desire. I also feel, you see, with the Queen of Scrolls in reverse, that you've fulfilled a contract and it's completed. For some of you, somebody could even have been exiting your life who had an influence on you. But I think because the Queen of Scrolls, when she's in reverse, suggests something or someone departing your life, and you had a contract with them in some way, shape or form, or you've made a contract with yourself and that contract has completed, but something has come to a completion. And it is now time for you to fully immerse yourself in some kind of creative project. Something that you have wanted to do. The timing is now right. You can now kind of have your cake and eat it kind of thing. Let's see what your tarot cards are, and then I'm going to read to you from the book about this card. So we have the card of Judgment. Absolutely, it's Judgment Day. This is the time. We then have the 2 of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, she is the Queen of self-care. And sometimes she's depicted as being pregnant, which means that you can bring something forth. You can birth something into the world. We have the Knight of Cups. This came out in pile 1, so if you were drawn to pile 1, do check it out. So did this, Ace of Swords. Wow, you've got aces. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. You have the Eight of Cups. Look at this pathway ahead, leading you through the mist. Wow. Then we have the Knight of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Oh, this is really, really exciting. It is absolutely time, my beautiful souls. This is all about divine timing and letting you know that you've fulfilled something. You have completed a cycle of something. You have, something. Let me read to you from this card first of all, 32. Okay. So indulge the whimsy. Play is at the heart of every creative endeavour. Play creates meaning, increases resilience and promotes health. The secret to living an enchanted life is to remember playfulness. It lives in you as a magnetic force, deeply influencing every creative thought, relationship, project or endeavour. If you want to breathe new life into the adult world of responsibilities and requirements, engage your play. Climb a tree, listen to a fountain, sing with the birds. Allow yourself to spontaneously skip down the grocery aisle or stand outside in a rainstorm. Follow the fireflies. Then go one step further and put play on the schedule. Prioritise it. Court the wonders of the natural world. Now is the time to discover that you are one of those wonders. How amazing. This is really, really clear. Your message is all about timing. Something you've completed or fulfilled some sort of karmic contract. It is, it's like it is now time for you to seize life. Seize the wondrousness of you. Chill out, have fun, play, be creative. If there's a project you've always wanted to set forth and do it. If you have always wanted to write a book, set forth and write it. If you have always wanted to just always if you're always working or carrying lots of responsibility, it's, maybe now you can delegate something. But one way or the other, you are now being led with the Eight of Cups away from a time when maybe there was some sort of either restriction or obligation or commitment, and it's completed. Your karmic commitment is done. And now you are free. Off you go. It's time to stand on your hands, do whatever you want to do. The Knight of Swords is very interesting because I think this is a really permission-giving card here. I think some of you as well with the Two of Swords have previously experienced a conflict of interests. Perhaps when you've wanted to do something that you really wanted, but there were too many other obligations in the way. And this is saying, commit to yourself. Look ahead, commit to yourself. It is truly, truly time to indulge yourself. Literally, indulge the stuff you want to do. What are your biggest dreams? What would you love to do? Go and do it. Have you never, ever, ever booked the holiday that you always wanted to? Well, start saving, start planning. If there's a round the world trip, or as I said, a book you want to write, or something, anything and everything that you have wanted to do and wanted to manifest, create and have. You have fulfilled something and that time is over. And this is your first and most immediate message. The time of something is now over. It's time to dive into the mystery of possibility. You can now have your cake and eat it. So there's balance to be found in your world. It's not just even balance. It's more than balance. Balance would be, a nice work-life balance. This isn't a work-life balance. This is a life balance. This is having, this is having your cake and eating it. This is having the everything. This is having something that feels magical because something has been completed, basically. There's definitely a karmic contract that's come to an end. You're free. Like a unicorn, you are free to go with the flow. Now, what is it that's being gifted to you? Now, Gibo is a rune of partnership, relationship, connection. It could be that a relationship has ended and you are now free. You know, perhaps a difficult friendship or even a difficult partnership with someone, and you are now free. Off you go. Go with the flow. But this could also be a gift coming in. I mean, I think the gift could be something ending as well as something beginning. The Eight of Cups suggests that you move on from something. However we look at it, the Knight of Cups has such a happy ever after type energy, and it can sometimes indicate someone gifting us with something. It could end up be that somebody gifts you, literally offers you something. In which case, you know, make a decision to take it. If you are currently in a situation where there's a conflict of interest and somebody offers you something that creates a resolution, well, off you go with the resolution. You know, say yes to it. You know, somebody offers you help. You know, we can do this. You don't have to do this every day. We can do it. Say thank you so much. That's amazing. Free yourself up to something. This is really lovely. You know, I feel like with these hands, the Six of Pentacles, it feels like the wheel is turning almost for you. But yeah, I feel you've fulfilled something and now you're free. And it does feel like you can have your cake and eat it. So let's find out about the week ahead. Could we ask for more information? Maybe we'll find out about the gift, what that actually is. May we kindly ask for more information about the week ahead, please? May we kindly ask for my pile 2 about the week ahead. Okay, we have for you, my beautiful souls, the Seven of Swords, okay, which kind of suggests that something is now over or completing, or you have choices available to you. Okay. We've got the Three of Cups. How lovely. This is an energy of collaboration, of friendship, hanging out with your besties. You've got 2 threes. The threes are turning points. Wow. You've got the High Priestess. You've got the Seven of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Wands. This feels like a magic wand. I feel like the universe is actually going to wave a magic wand for you this week. I want another card. I think we have space for one more. May we kindly ask, is there one more card we might have, please, for my lovely pile 2s? I think it is possibly. No, that was 2. May we kindly ask, is there one more card? There it is. The Hermit. Ah, look at this. Yeah, I think, look at this person coming forward. I mean, the Hermit can be a mentor, a guide. Right, let us look at the week ahead for you. So we've got the guide. Let's tune in with your energy. I think with the Seven of Swords, something is going to present itself where you have a choice. And with the High Priestess, I just think this has such a sort of Gemini energy around it. Got two choices, but this is divinely guided. Trust your intuition. Go with what feels right. I believe there is a choice available to you this week. I do think you are going to be guided. Maybe a mentor comes in, or but there a turning point is created. You are gifted. I think you're gifted with an opportunity. So seize the moment, make the choice, make the decision. Because the choice is, I think it removes you from a prickly situation with the Seven of Pentacles. What's really important with this choice as well, my lovelies? This is about making a choice that's right for you. That's what happens this week. Gosh, no wonder they're giving you the heads up and saying indulge the whimsy, do what's right for you. This would actually be like if you were, someone invited you to something and previously you might have stayed you might not have accepted the invitation. You might have just stayed put and said, you know what, I really should stay at home, and I should do the chores, and I really ought to do this. I can't come away this weekend because I've got so much to do. I'm not on top of the washing or whatever. Well, this would be the other way around. It would be like saying, well, never mind about the washing. Seize the moment. Go for it. Grab the opportunity. I think an opportunity is to be gifted to you. And this is about you making the choice that enables you to bloom. I think somebody may well offer you something. And I would say seize the moment. Don't be bound by the sort of the shoulds and shouldn'ts, or the, I ought to really do that. I just feel some sort of contract has ended, and it's like you should now be free. And it's interesting that I use the word should. You are now free to move forwards, literally to embrace the freedom of life that you want, the creativity, the playfulness. You're not bound by something anymore. It reminds me, and if any of you have sort of, reminds me of when I lost my beautiful dogs, actually, during lockdown. My dogs, some of you, if you've been following my readings for, a few years, you'll know I used to have lovely dogs, and I spoke about them in some of the readings. I mean, it's heartbreaking when we lose them. Absolutely heartbreaking, and I miss them so much. But I haven't yet replaced them. I haven't gone out and looked for another beautiful creature. It hasn't been the right time for us, actually, as a family to do that. And partly because actually there's been a lot of travelling for me. I've been, had opportunities to travel to, I've visited some astrologers in different places, not least with my mum as well, in her circumstances. And so, in a way, it wasn't right. So although it was heartbreaking, it gave me freedom. So if there is something that has exited, or you're being guided away from something, it is because that commitment has completed. That will be a message for some, but not all. But this is an invitation for you to flourish and to follow through. I think an invitation is coming this week. It's a gift. It's an offer of something. It could be a mentorship. It could be someone saying, would you like to join this or that or the other? Would you care to come and do this, that or the other? But whatever it is, your reading is, obviously, no reading will ever tell you what to do. No reading interferes with your personal free will and choice. But I think this reading is suggesting that an offer will be made to you of some sort. And it is suggesting that you follow through and accept the offer that makes your heart sing, and that is playful, creative and joyous, even if you feel you have to put aside some other obligations. It's quite interesting. It's very specific, the energy and the messages of your reading. And I think that is, if that offer isn't with you already, I think it's coming this week, actually. What your primary message was, my pile 2, was really saying you've already fulfilled expectations or a contract, and it's fine. It is fine for you to now open yourself to receive. Even if you've made a contract with yourself, perhaps when you were little, it would be now recognizing you've done that bit, and it's time to open a new contract, open a new pathway, literally. A new pathway is being opened for you. This is very exciting. Can you please keep us posted in the comments? I'd really love to know what this is, how this pans out for you this week. So my beautiful pile 2, if this is resonating with you, do give me the thumbs up, and thank you, all of you who are subscribing. If you want to make sure you never miss a reading, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for all your well wishes regarding my mum. It's interesting. I think I can resonate with this a little bit about perhaps that contract being fulfilled, or actually being there to support her. And there are times I've not gone and done certain things, interestingly enough, and because I didn't want to sort of be too far away, like on the other side of the world or something, in case, in case something happened as she approached, the end of her world, the latter part of her world. So, I have a little bit of a resonance with this reading actually. But whatever is happening for you, beautiful souls, if you want to make sure you never miss a reading, don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon. Keep me posted. I would so love to hear. And thank you so much for your love and care of me. I will be looking after myself, I promise. Thank you for all of your, lovely, lovely messages. And I look forward to seeing you for some other readings really soon. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have learned from the bees, and you have a beautiful 5-pointed Venus star and a turtle. Now this is very interesting with Isa, stand still. Sometimes it literally asks you to stand still, but sometimes it suggests stuckness, that something needs, like the water needs, the ice needs to thaw and move into flow. And we have Ura's strength. I'm going to draw your cards to find out what the immediate message is that you need to hear first of all. Seeing this one. I'm seeing 3 from this pack. Let's go with this. I'm going to draw you an affirmation. I do think it is this one actually. And we're going to use the Akashic Tarot and then a second tarot pack as well. May we kindly get an immediate message for my beautiful pile 3s. I'm going to say, this is very interesting because I just feel you've got quite a lot of cards coming from the Akashic. Okay. And then we will draw from this as well, this tarot pack too. We kindly get an immediate message for my pile 3s. Okay, I'm actually seeing that one. I'm seeing this one, I'm seeing this one, and those 2. And we may well draw more. And I'm also going to actually read to you from this book because it's such beautiful, such a beautiful, it's a beautiful book. The writing is just amazing. So we'll have a listen to that too. Okay, pile 3, you have Mars motion, you have Taurus cultivate, and you have Pinnacle. Okay, this is exciting. This is really exciting. Learn from the bees. It's time to cultivate something. This is about you rising. This is really about you rising. Look at this. We have the Master Artisan. Now, interesting. How interesting that pretty much all your cards have come out in reverse. Or at least that's certainly how I have picked them up. And yet I have this really, really strong gut feeling that they should be in the upright position. I'm actually going to dowse for you. I wonder if they're coming out in reverse because we need to turn them up. It's like maybe there's like an energy clearing to do in your reading where we start with them in reverse and then we turn them upright. Let me get one of my pendulums out. May we kindly ask, may I ask you to be still, beautiful one? Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. May I kindly ask, I'll just for the benefit of you, beautiful souls, may I ask to show us a yes sign? So we've got very clear yes, and may I ask you to show us what a no answer would be? Very clear difference. Okay. So should these cards from the Akashic Tarot, should they be in the upright position? No, they should be they should be in the reverse. That was correct. How interesting. Should we energy clear to bring them into the upright position? Yes, we should. Okay, right, we'll do some energy clearing in this reading for you, my beautiful souls. Okay, right, I'm going to turn these this way up. And that's what we're going to do in your reading. But I feel like that's what's happening here. This is about turning something around. Really, really turning something around. Okay, it says here, I am mindful at all times and I live only within each moment I have. That is your affirmation. We then have 7 of Pentacles and we have the card of the Lovers. Then we have the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, there is something to let go of here, to not cling to almost. 8 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Okay, let me see where I can place these. Perhaps what I'll do here is actually place your affirmation card up here. And I'm going to put these two down here. Okay, let's read from the book before we go any further, and then we'll dive into these cards. So 7, learn from the bees. Okay. Bees are tiny alchemists. They take the raw materials of flower. Oh gosh, no, excuse me. Forgive me interrupting that, but I had a moment of, oh, no wonder they're all in reverse and we've got to turn them the right way up. I'm remembering what this says now in detail. Right, bees are tiny alchemists. They take the raw material of flower and pollen and turn them into honey. Now is the time to recognize that you are an alchemist as well. The power of transformation at your fingertips. Your raw materials are your life experiences, and right now nothing is more important than turning the lead of suffering into the gold of creative expression. Unexpressed pain turns into suffering, but pain that is grieved, mourned, and given its creative voice becomes art. Medicine is found inside the wound, but not unless it becomes expressed. This is your job as an alchemist. Take the raw materials of your experience and turn them into a song, a dance, a sculpture. Weave a story with the threads of your hope and despair. You deserve that sweet honeycomb. It tastes like survival turned into thrival. Wow. So this is like taking something that you have experienced, something that was really prickly, and then blooming. And this is about choice as well. You deciding you're going to do it. The Lovers is in principle a card of choice. What I would also say, because we have the Lovers, this could be a message for some of you but not all. If you have had a broken heart, if a relationship or a situation was very prickly, this is saying, look, you have a choice as to what you do with this right now. And this is your message. It's turn a situation into something that makes you fly. Turn adversity into something incredible. Write that amazing book of your experiences. It's the Venus star as well. It's a symbol of hope. And the turtle is all about creating the new. In the story of Turtle Island, which is America, my understanding of this, that all of the animals, including mankind, were floating around, swimming in the water, and Turtle came along and said, climb onto my back. I will provide for you. I'm going to give to you the land that you need. And, and we will create Turtle Island. This is the land that can, out of that sort of being swamped, you could almost say symbolically, drowning in something, climbing out onto dry land. It's the gift of the future. So this is even at a time where every ounce of strength is needed, where things feel stuck. It's time to come forth. If you've had a broken heart and you have felt very frozen, it's time to melt that ice. This is your primary message. It's time to almost like take these cards in the reverse positions and turn them the right way up. So I'm going to do actually exactly that. I'm going to do some energy clearing, and then we will draw cards for the week ahead. Now I do this occasionally in readings if it comes through. I've not done it for a little while, so if you're new to my channel, please bear with me. What's really coming through here with Taurus is very much a physical energy, and it's interesting because Uruz, the rune of strength, is symbolized by an oxen pulling a cart with the sun in the cart across the sky. That's the kind of strength we have. And yet if you think about it, your emotions can, if we're emotionally reactive or we're distressed, we can be like a bull in a china shop. Alternatively, we can cultivate. Now is the time to move forwards, to move beyond something, to not cling to something that no longer serves you. And these cards in the upright position are mind-blowingly amazing. But yeah, if you're new to my channel, every now and then I will do some energy healing work. So bear with me. I'm going to press my pause button. I'm going to go and get some crystals. It won't impact on your reading. Okay, so I have my beautiful bowl of crystals here. A lovely energy just coming in already. Such a strength here. Now, the card I'm going to focus on to work with, as well as turning these around, is the Seven of Pentacles, because what I see here is just in the imagery is the prickliness. I want to empower your choices. So I'm going to place some different crystals on different cards. In fact, that's definitely coming through. So first of all, I'm going to place some amethyst crystals on the Seven of Pentacles. I want to kind of heal the ouch, heal the prickly bit. So what I'd invite you to do, my beautiful souls, is just get yourselves really centered. You know, almost as if we're bringing ourselves into a space of meditation. You know, just if you're able to, put your feet firmly on the ground. And just anchor yourself into the energy of whatever it is that has been a bit of an endurance test, or something that has, you know, felt stuck. You know, just whatever it is, any situation, any circumstance, whatever it is, it's unique to you. So just sit with that energy. Okay? Now, locate where that sits in your body, because this feels very physical with the Taurus energy. Just really locate where that sits in your body, and I'd like you to kind of bring the light in through your crown chakra, bring it down through your body, all the way down through your body actually, right down, all the way down, filtering through to your feet and down into the earth. Let's plug you into the earth and then bring that light back up and bring it up into your heart center. And I'd like you to just hold that light and sort of guide it to wherever you are feeling in your body a blockage, or as if there's some experience of stuckness, something that needs to be sort of released. Okay, so I'm going to move the crystals to one side. Okay, you can see all the cards here. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to bring some amethyst in to heal the ouch. Okay, that feels really lovely. Let's just bring these crystals in. Let's just breathe in, my beautiful souls. Breathe in and breathe out any angst, any difficulty. Okay, and we're going to turn this ISA around as well. So I'm going to bring in an energy of strength. I've got a piece of Amazonite here. Amazonite really contains strength. So I'm going to bring this beautiful Amazonite in, and I'm going to bring your runes onto that. I'm going to turn ice into the flow position. Okay, and I actually have two pieces of Amazonite. There we go, and I'm going to put the rune of Uras of strength on the other piece. So we're really bringing in strength here, strength and healing. Now, with each of these cards, I'm going to bring a crystal in and I'm going to turn them into the upright position, because this is absolutely a turnaround. It's time for you to be empowered and go and turn something that has been challenging, your life experiences, to be that magician. It is time to make a commitment to the future and to do something with your experiences. This will be part of the overall stepping up of humanity into a whole new level of consciousness. I love that we have the bees here, or the bee right in the center of the Four of Pentacles as well. Isn't that amazing? Learn from the bees. So let's turn the Master Artisan into the upright position. Okay. It's time to start a creative project. It is time to do something, to write about your experiences, or to sing, you know, write a song, or to write a poem, or to draw a painting, or to do something real, to take creative, constructive action. I mean, look at the cathedral, to build something from this. And I'm going to bring in the agate heart. That feels really beautiful in the upright position. Now, it's time to begin. Your second card, Intricacies and Industry. Isn't that interesting? This is a cathedral. This is a cathedral in the making. I was really drawn to the cathedral there. This is a big project for you to create from your life experiences. But you are at the starting point. You know, the foundations are in. The foundations are the experiences you've had already. I'm going to bring in a flint heart, actually. Something really strong. So we're going to place that on the Seven of Scrolls in the upright position. It's time to start to plan. Okay, start to almost like sketch it out in your mind. Start to draw up plans. Think about a plan of action. How could you move this forwards? What could you do with your life experiences? You know, there could be a million ways of expressing that, but it's time to think about how to express that. We then have setting your course. As we bring it into the upright position, we see a rainbow forming. This is, once you've made those plans, you decide to take action. You set sail, you set your course, you decide what your first step is, and then you boldly take that first step. I'm feeling drawn to lots of hearts, and I'm just being drawn to this heart, which just has love on it. Take that first step. If you've been broken-hearted and there's someone you like, maybe you need to hatch a plan and go talk to them. This is about expression. Now, in your next card, as we turn it into the upright position, we have add some. And this is about kind of like being in the present moment. I'm mindful at all times and live only within each moment I have. This is about being in the present moment in trust. Look at all the ancestors around, angels, guides around this person. But also, you know, the word add some, it's like saying, add some, I arrive. It's like saying, this is already here. That's why it connects to manifestation. This is already here. I have already manifested this. It's like, add some, I am here. Add some, you are here. Or this is here, or that is here. So create some affirmations as if the thing that you desire is already real. Now, what crystal shall we use? I'm going to use the howlite heart. Now, howlite is a crystal that is very often coloured, but this is in its pure, raw colour. This is how it is in the natural way. So just sit naturally as if it is yours already. And lastly, we have the muse. I think in honouring this, someone is going to come along and support you with the muse in the upright position. Someone will come along and root for you. They're going to have your back, have your corner. A bit like Turtle saying, climb on my back. You know, I will be the land that you need. You can, plant things here and you can grow. I think someone will assist you. Someone will appear. And in this position, I'm going to use honey calcite, because honey calcite is a stone of leadership. So this is about you stepping up and someone coming in that supports you to step up. And then, of course, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about making a commitment, be structured, and it sometimes speaks of tradition, but it's very much about restructuring, rebuilding. Very interesting. Look, it has the emblem of Taurus sitting here again, the Taurus energy of the bull, right on the skull, which is beautiful. This is the transformation. This is the commitment. And the Eight of Pentacles is a card that says you can do this. You can work through this. You can process this. You can make it happen. Wow. Now, my beautiful souls, I'd love you just to check in with your physical body and see, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Where are you feeling? What are you feeling? Check in and see whether there's any kind of release taking place from the area of your body where you were really feeling that tension. And now, with the light within you, just kind of cocoon yourself in that light and carry this healing and this transformation with you. You are the alchemist. It is time for you to transform and do something with your life experiences. Now, let's draw cards and find out about the week ahead. Well, beautiful souls, I didn't see that coming. I never know what's going to happen in a reading, but this feels, I hope it is of value to you, my dear ones. Okay, so we have the week ahead. I'm seeing these two. I'm seeing this one. Oh, and this one. They kindly ask for pile 3. Gosh, the Maiden of Pentacles. This is the Page of Pentacles in a traditional pack. Isn't this beautiful? Because this is a card of promise. I mean, it's all about new wish, making wishes. A card of promise, a card of potential. So you are sitting this week. I think the timing is really right for you to really get present and follow this kind of process. If you need to, come back to the reading and sort of listen to those steps that were being shown. Come back again, bookmark the page. Ace of Wands, you will be able to take action. Find that spark. And intuitively with the moon, you will know what to do and when to do it. You'll be shown what you need. The moon will illuminate and guide you. If any of you manifest with the moon or follow the moon cycles, you might want to just keep an eye on them so that you know when the energy is really right for you to actually move things forwards. And the Two of Swords indicates the need to kind of make a decision here. We have at the top the bird. It's like have the eagle's view, have the bird's eye view of your situation. Rise above any difficulty, make a really clear choice to be present and move things forwards. I feel that this is a week when you can really, really embrace this and do this. And I think this is amazing, actually. I don't think I've done a reading like this with so much specific energy guidance coming through in this kind of way. Obviously, no reading ever tells you what to do. It's up to you. But I don't think I've come across one which has been so sort of step by step. If you do this, then you can do this, then you can do this, then you can do this. And I mean, wow. I'm guessing you guys have been through a lot, which is why maybe this is coming right now at a time of absolute transformation when the timing is perfect for you and for someone to come in and support you, someone to be your rock. So I think this is pretty cool. I really, really do. And I'm sorry you've been through a lot, but wow, I almost feel like I'm not to dwell on that. We're not to sort of cling to the past. We're to focus on the future. We're to focus on what you're going to do with those life experiences. How are you going to use them? How are you going to bring them forth? Pile 3, this is your reading. I'm blown away by this. This is amazing. Do please, if you feel able or you feel comfortable, do please consider sharing with us in the comments. I'd love to hear what this is about for you. Beautiful souls, I am wishing you so much love, and if you are in need of additional guidance, it doesn't feel right to do any more than this. This feels like it's the time to start to get this going, be that alchemist. But if you're in need of further readings to help support with decisions or choices or yes and no's or how will something pan out and just stuff to assist you along the way, on the homepage we have loads of playlists, and also if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, you should hopefully get every reading as soon as I post it. I always do a reading on Sunday with the immediate guidance. Also, obviously, thank you so much for all of the love and support you have been sending me about my mum. And, I will obviously take, I'm taking every day as it comes because that's how it is. It's what we must do. These things come in waves. So, I usually post readings on a Sunday, on a Tuesday and a Friday. But, let me know. Well, someone is knocking on my door. Please bear with me. How interesting, beautiful souls, that we just as I'm coming to the end of your reading, there's a knock on my door. I'm never disturbed here. People know that I'm doing what I'm doing and, they are delightfully respectful. But how fascinating. I've had a couple of things that have happened recently with knocks on the doors. I just feel that maybe something will literally knock on your door. There might be an opportunity. I'm just going to say that. There might be something that is around to assist you. Just really listening to that. An opportunity that helps you with the muse coming in, that helps you to turn something around as it is ending, because this is just as I'm ending the reading. I'm wondering if something in your world is sort of almost like wrapping itself up, and there'll be something that comes along that enables you to sort of to know how to move this forwards, you know, to help you with the unstucking or whatever it is. Anyway, my beautiful, beautiful pile threes. I was interrupted there, but thank you all so much for the love and support of me that you've been sending me. I will take, I'm taking every day as it comes and really trying to centre myself in the real presence of everything. And I will be continuing to read for you, and if I take a break, it'll be because I need to take a break. Thank you for your love. Keep me posted on what is happening in your worlds. It is really lovely to hear your comments and tune in with them. And tons of love, beautiful souls. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, press the little bell icon. I've probably said all this already. I've lost the plot because I have been interrupted. Beautiful souls, I'm going to go. I know you know all that stuff because it's what every reader says at the end of the videos. So anyway, anything that you do that supports the channel and supports me, I'm so grateful. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Tons of love, beautiful ones.